So back to Resident Evil 0, and at the end of the last video I did a little bit of item arranging, and I just took one of the stone tablets to the observatory room, and a couple of healing items just to save backtracking on video, but I'll be heading to that room soon enough so you won't really miss anything. So what we do is we take Rebecca over here, and she has to use the battery. Yep, so you press that to use the lift. So yeah, I've had quite a few people say they're enjoying the Resident Evil 0 videos, so I thought, since I've got the chance, even though it's quite late at night, I'd just do another section of it now.
I'll go. Okay.
And yeah, I've noticed it's getting quite a few views now. I've noticed a lot of my videos, to begin with, they only get like 20 or 30 views, and then eventually, as time goes on, I'll click onto the playlist section and I'll look at the videos and how many views they've had, and I'm quite surprised to see just how many some have had. Like the very first Resident Evil 2 section had, I'll get around there, will you? It's had 200 views, and some of the Resident Evil videos, Resident Evil 5 videos, they had like 20 views to begin with, and now I look at some and they've got like 500 and 700, and even some, I think one's even got 900 views. It makes me wonder what people search for to come across the videos actually. So yeah, you have to push this crate along here, and that looks quite high up actually. I don't know if you can see at the top left, there's an item flashing up on top of this pillar. It looks far too high up, but you can actually grab it like that.
This way. Okay.
So off we go back inside. And yeah, if you look at the playlist section, I've got a lot of different games and stuff I've put up there. I wish you could make some kind of thumbnail though for the playlists. I wish you could put kind of like thumbnails there to just make it look a bit better instead of just a random picture from a game, but I guess it'll have to do. So now I'm going back to the observatory. I think I've got all the items that I want and need. Now there's a lot of items that you might actually have to leave there, but don't worry about it, because later on in the game there's a shortcut and it pretty much leads back around to this first portion of the training facility, and then you can get the items again. You know what, I might actually leave Billy's gun. I don't believe I'm actually going to use his gun again. No, I don't think I really use his gun from now on. He just uses the shotgun and running really, or grenades. So I guess really you could pick one of these up. Well, actually, you can't, because he needs to get the hook shot first. So that's where I put the other tablets off screen. This is basically where I place them just to save some time. And somehow placing 3 tablets into a stone structure causes an entire building to submerged partially in water somehow. I'm not really quite sure how it does that. Pretty good invention there. Okay, so back we go.
I'll check it out. Okay.
Basically, just tell Rebecca to stay there. Whilst I head out here. Now that there's going to be 2 eliminator apes here. All I need to do is quickly pick that up. That's why I suggested that you leave it there earlier on. Because it saves you having to traipse past the apes and going back to the main hall to pick it up. If you do that, you can just pick it up like that. And that's it, it's sorted, we've got it now. I think we need to use the upshot about 3 more times, and then you don't have to worry about carrying it around anymore. So, back in here, well, it's a different door. I've not been here before yet. So we're heading towards, I think, I'm not sure if it's a church. So what you do is you split the characters up. I find it best to send you can actually leave the upshot outside at the moment. Give that to Billy. And send Rebecca in here. And there's a touchpad there, sensitivity pad. You make Rebecca stand on there. And you make Billy go inside. So what do we find here? We find some flame rounds. They're always good. Now, I think you should know by now, when on most games, especially Resident Evil games, when you get given a lot of items like this in a save room, you know there's something ahead. So, yeah. Basically get prepared. What's that on the shelf? Ink ribbons. Actually, I may as well take those with me. I thought there was a first aid spray in here, but there's not. Never mind. So we've got a slight problem now. Yep, we're being greeted by a giant bat. We're burning it like so. Can be a bit hard to aim at though, actually, sometimes I think. You'll also notice these little bats flying around there to try and get in the way. Yeah, and they will get lifted up into the air. There we go, killed it. Just nail it with flame rounds, and down it goes. check my health out. Caution. Oh well, we've got some herbs. Looks like you can use something to get up there, and that's why you needed the hookshot basically. Where's the hookshot gone actually? It's the only problem sometimes you can't find the items which you've left them because of the camera angle. It's supposed to be around here. There we go. So you just run back in here as Billy. Use the hookshot. Run along the roof and go down the ladder. I actually noticed in some of my other videos that you could hear like a very slight buzzing noise, and that's actually my laptop that I usually leave on, so I can upload from the SD card, so I can free up space to continue playing and filming at the same time, because it only allows 30 minutes on the SD card. But I've decided to turn my laptop off tonight because I don't want it making that noise all the time. At least I think that should solve it.